no see. My hands, like, it's so cold in here. My hands froze. Thank you for the rose, Ridge. Can hardly write. I gotta go get a charger after this, though, because my phone's on 4%, so I had to turn the heat up. I can't even write. I did not realize how cold I was. Okay, let me see y'all's comments really quick. I really should. Aw, Kaylee, thank you so much. So are you. I will be praying for your family and believing with you. Are you basically just like, is there anything specific? Which I really don't even have to ask because I know God knows. But like, are you praying for their salvation? I know, my hands are so cold right now. I have a blanket, but I wasn't even like paying attention to my physical my physical state because I was so focused on the live. And also there was a girl who commented that she needed prayers too, so 1 second. Okay, Kelsey J. Matt, thank you for the heart me. Okay guys, should we do a battle before we get off here? Because I'm about to end it. We can work from home. Oh. Well, Sam just requested me, but okay. Alright, Kaylee. Me too. I've been praying for my sister too. I'll help you with that. I know that God's moving and He's always moving, but right now I've been seeing so much stuff about revival and people being saved, and I believe that God's sort of pouring out His Spirit right now. Like the Bible verse that says, in the last days I will pour out my Spirit, and I believe we're sort of in that time. And I think we just have to keep being the light for people and just releasing them into God's hands, not trying to worry too much about them, because I know that it's normal to worry because like it's your family, but something I like remind myself when I start to like be afraid and worry is that God loves them more than I do, and He has a plan for their lives too, even if it doesn't look like it. Because there was a point in time in my life when it didn't look like it, and I know that God was still working on my behalf. So I'm like, okay. And the more you keep praying and trusting God, the more you'll see it start to happen and come to pass. Go live with, thank you for the follow, Kaylee. I followed you back. So I can't because he like requested me and then ended it, but I don't really know if I want to go live with him. Anytime, Kaylee. Keep me updated. I wonder genuinely how cold it is in here right now. Like, I actually think it's probably like about 40 degrees in here. I wish is there any way you can tell? Is this my room or some basement? What? This is my room. I don't have a basement. My mom just keeps it really cold. She doesn't turn on the heat in the winter. She doesn't turn on the air in the summer, usually. If like I turn the heat on, my mom will be like, oh my gosh, it's so hot in here. I'm like literally sweating. And she'll make me feel like so bad for it. Which I know if I was getting like, I think one time the electric bill was like $400 because like I ended up getting an AC unit for my dog. Yeah, I got a freaking, that was the biggest mistake of my life. But yes, it's called utility bills. And I live at home, so I don't have to worry about like receiving the bill. But I know if I did, I'd be like, turn down the air right now. Do not turn the heat on. Don't turn it up past this specific number. Ever. Because like, the only thing is, though, it's just funny the way she does it. Like, she actually pretends like, I'm like, Mom, there's no way you're hot right now. It's literally freezing. And then, like, in the summer, she'll be like, oh, it's freezing in here. I can't do it. I gotta open my window. And in the winter, she's like, I gotta open my window. And it'll literally be like 30 degrees outside. So I don't know. Maybe she actually does. Maybe she actually does get. Sometimes I know that it's just because she doesn't want the heat on, though. But I will say again about the AC unit. I'm honestly so annoyed with that. It's a complicated decision though, like why I did it and everything. Because I used to have a really big problem with like picking up dogs on the side of the road that I would see. Not problem. I really didn't, but that's how my mom made it seem. Like, she actually made me think there was something wrong with me for a little bit. Not really, but like, so my dog Buddy, he was the first one I decided to like pick up. And I'd never done this before. It was just sort of something I wanted to do because I love dogs. And I picked him up, and that was like her first and final straw, apparently. She was so mad at me for bringing him home, but I was like, I couldn't do anything about it because I literally couldn't. Thank you for the heartbeat, Jimbo. He literally jumped in my car And so I had to keep him, of course, because it was just meant to be. But my dog Haley, I know I shouldn't have picked her up, but she was by the interstate and I just couldn't stomach to see her get ran over or like drive by and then her be ran over, because that's happened to me before. And she was like barking at cars and stuff, and I really think someone dumped her, which is really sad. I don't know though, she could have an owner. She definitely previously did have an owner because she was spayed, or is it called spayed? She was fixed whenever I got her, and she knows how to jump. Like, someone has trained her. But she's not allowed to stay in the house during the night, and not when she comes in the house during the day, but she can be in here when no one's home. So she has to stay in the garage. And before you say that I'm a bad dog mom, you should see her home in the winter. You should see her dog house. It literally has like 4 comforters. There's a covering over the top of it, her bed, and then a comforter and a blanket over the top. She's warm, don't worry about that. When it was 5 degrees, she was not outside, she was in the house. And my mom, she's not potty trained, so my mom just had to clean up pee. But during the summertime, it got so hot out